Right, what is going on, everyone? Weird video from me today, just letting you all know that I unfortunately have COVID-19. Now, the reason I'm making this vid is because I wanted to let you all know that I have COVID, and if you don't see a video from me in the next 7 to 10 days or however long the symptoms normally last, that is why. I'm gonna still try and make videos every day, but you know, if I'm not feeling that great, then I'm just probably gonna not do it, and this is why. I know a lot of you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord as well, that sort of stuff. So if you're over there, I'll be able to give you more kind of updates more often than videos. But for now, I thought to target everybody and to make sure you all know and you're all not surprised if there isn't a video on a certain day. I'm telling you now, yeah, I've got COVID. That's the main reason I wanted to make this vid. The second reason is I thought, why not kind of, you know, document my experience and tell you all about how I got it, what not to do in order not to get it. And you know, a lot of you watching right now are kind of in a similar age bracket to me, you know, maybe, I don't know, I'm 22 coming up 23, so 10 plus or minus years my age is like the majority of my audience, you guys watching right now. So I thought maybe I'll just tell you all about my experience so far and keep you all updated with how it's going, just in case you want to know what it's like, or you might get it in future and you can have this video to reference, that sort of thing. I thought it'd be worth doing. Also, I have a fan on because I'm like sweating loads, so that is why my hair is moving, if you couldn't tell. So anyway, let's get into the story of how I got COVID, I think. All right, so it all starts last Saturday night, Saturday the 29th of May. For those of you that don't know, I'm a big Chelsea fan. Now, Chelsea are a football team, a football club in the UK, in London, very close to where I live. And one of the biggest games in the club's history occurred on Saturday night. We played in the Champions League final against Man City. We were very heavy underdogs, and unbelievably, we won the game. Now, to go and watch the game, first of all, I went to my friend's house, watched it with loads of Chelsea fans there. That was good fun. Obviously, in England, you are allowed to be outside with a large amount of people now. So that was all good. The day was so amazing and the game was so amazing that afterwards we all said, you know what, should we go to the actual stadium, Chelsea Stadium, Stamford Bridge, to go and celebrate with you know, other Chelsea fans? Because what happens usually if you win a big game or a tournament or a cup or that sort of stuff, you do tend to, you know, or you do tend to have fans congregate outside the stadium and just, you know, have a good evening, celebrate the win, that sort of stuff. So we decided to go to the stadium. There were thousands of people there and pretty much nobody was wearing masks. You know, I'll chuck a clip on screen right now. If you do follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you have seen this already. If you don't, links are below or behind the I button or whatever. But yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea. It was a historic night, probably the second biggest win in Chelsea's history, a club that's been around for over 100 years. So in that regard, it was pretty insane. But I'm pretty sure that this was where I got COVID. Now, fortunately, none of the other people that I was actually with that night so far have tested positive. I'm the only one that has tested positive so far. So I guess I got kind of unlucky, but I mean, I'm not really unlucky. Like, there are so many people. Obviously, COVID's going to be getting passed around. Probably a stupid idea. But yeah, that is almost definitely how I got it. So I guess moral of that story is don't go and be in a big crowd of thousands of people when COVID's still around. It's pretty inexcusable. It was a great evening, to be fair, but looking back at it, was it a stupid decision? Yes. All right, now let's talk about how I actually realized that I was positive. So Tuesday, the 29th of May, that evening, I played football, five-a-side football with a lot of my friends, and it was a pretty busy place, unfortunately. And only after that did I feel pretty unwell that evening. To be honest, like, I'm not the fittest at the moment, and it was a very hot day and I was running around a lot. So I thought that my general feeling of not feeling too hot might have been because of that. But turns out that wasn't the reason. So yeah, I went to the pub after football with some friends as well, which is terrible now. I look back on it and think that's a real shame that happened. Walked home, felt okay, to be fair. Had a bath, felt all right. Then that evening, I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling too hot. Went to bed. Then woke up at like 6 a.m, 9 a.m, 10 a.m, 11 a.m, finally got up. Every time I was waking up, I had like cold sweats. I was like covered in sweat. I was like, yeah, something's a bit off here, innit? Didn't feel very good at all. Felt a bit achy as well, to be completely honest. When I got up, I thought maybe it was just, you know, feeling bad because it felt bad playing football yesterday, and I might have like sort of like a hangover from that kind of thing. But then I called my gran, because we were trying to work out what to do for my birthday, which is on the 12th of June. I'm turning 23 if you didn't know. And she was like, oh, you're right. And I was like, yeah, I'm all right, but I don't feel that good actually. Since last night. And then she said, oh, does your dad have any lateral flow tests like popping about? And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. You know, I didn't think I had COVID at this point. I really didn't, despite the obvious, you know, symptoms now looking back at it. But at that point, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll try. Never hurts to know if you definitely don't have it. I just presumed I didn't have it, but tried one. Yeah, tested positive. And I was like, oh my God, I am screwed. That is not good. It was quite weird actually. Like I did the test downstairs, and then I was like very shocked, to be honest. Me and my dad both were like, okay, that is terrible news. Instantly, that means, first of all, I've got COVID. It means that my family may well have it as well. Fortunately, none of them are tested positive yet, by the way. I can say I'm recording this on Wednesday, the 3rd of June, and so far they're all good. No symptoms, no positive tests, which is good stuff. And none of my friends somehow got it either, which is pretty insane. Apart from maybe one person, actually, which isn't good. They might have got it the same night as me. Yeah, saw the test. We were like, oh snap, that means I've got it, first of all. Second of all, everyone's gonna have to isolate for 10 days, which is nuts. To be honest, like I've always said I don't really mind if I got it, because I haven't, like, you know, I haven't bent the rules much during lockdown. But I mean, as soon as the government said, or you know, you can go to pubs and stuff, I went. If you guys remember, last August 2020, me and a couple of friends went to Nice in France. That was allowed. That was completely legal, but probably wasn't the best thing to have done. But yeah, we went there and that was all good. Amazing trip. Do not regret going there at all. And it was completely legal. But the main point is just saying that I kind of like, I wouldn't have minded getting COVID at some point in the last, like, you know, 16 months or whatever. Weird that it's taken this long to get it. But yeah, the main thing is that my family and I have to isolate. And I don't really mind me having to self-isolate, because ultimately, like, I don't go outside that much anyway. It's not the worst. It's only 10 days, but them not having to, like my parents especially, you know, not being able to like exercise or go on walks and stuff, I feel pretty bad about that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually know. I think I'm waffling, guys. By the way, if I'm waffling, yeah, I've had like 20 minutes of sleep. I don't feel very good, and I just thought, you know what, I'll make this vid because why not? So I do apologize if none of this is making any sense, or it's just incoherent, but hey, what can you say? So, tested positive yesterday evening, twice, on 2 different lateral flow tests. You know what, I'll actually put a picture up on screen of it right now. Excuse me. That was lovely. As you can see, 2 pretty thick lines. Now, that just shows that I was positive. So, bit of a shock. I wasn't feeling very good at that point. Went to sleep after that, and then, so that was last night, and then honestly, like, I've just, for some reason, I've been hit with almost every single symptom. I was under the impression, and this is very foolish, I presume, that because I'm a young person and relatively fit, I would not really have any, like, side effects at all, or symptoms, really, to be honest. Is that genuinely what I thought? I thought I might have, like, a mild cold, was my actual kind of, like, what I thought might happen. But no, I can inform you it's significantly worse than that, what I've had so far. I've had, the worst thing is by far is the like fever-like symptoms. They're terrible. My whole body just like goes from boiling hot to freezing cold. If I try and sleep, I fall asleep, then 2 minutes later I'm waking up in a pool of my own sweat. That's not good. Dizziness and general body ache when I like get up is not good. I mean, fortunately I don't have to walk far. Can't really walk that far, but yeah, that's not good. Right now, for some reason, I've had a blocked nose for like the past 24 hours. That seems to have gone now, amazingly. I just brushed my teeth. It tasted like acid. And then I also have like a tiny cough, to be honest, which is quite minuscule. The good thing is, so far, I don't have the shortness of breath, which is something that I think is probably one of the worst symptoms, because being not able to breathe just sounds absolutely disgusting to me. So yeah, I'm very happy so far that I haven't got that, but I don't know, maybe that will come in the next few days or whatever. I'll be honest, I don't even know if I'm making any sense, guys. The point of this vid is kind of just to kind of like document what's happening. It's probably very waffly. I do apologize for that. What I'm planning on doing is making normal videos after today, and then at the start of the vid just doing like a little update, because I'm hoping that I'm going to be feeling better after today, because I think I've just been hit by like heavy reaction to it instantly, and I'm hoping my body will just go hard on it at first and then just be done with it. That's what I'm kind of praying for, because let me tell you, don't underestimate it. I'm only a young person and it still hits hard. That's all I'll say. I can't think if it, for older people and people that have had actual like serious side effects, and ultimately some people have passed away from it. So yeah, that's something that I've learned from getting it, is take it seriously. I know it sounds stupid, and I have done, to be fair. That's like, I respected the lockdowns massively, but yeah, shouldn't have gone. Was an error, paying the price. What can you do? Another thing as well is actually long COVID is that's a big deal. I'm praying that I don't have any long-term effects. The guy who actually scored the Champions League winning goal for Chelsea on Saturday night, Kai Havertz, for those of you that may know him, you may know that he's been suffering with long COVID for a long part of this season, and only really in the last few months had got over that. And he is, I think he's 21. I think he's like roughly my age. Obviously super fit, like an insane athlete playing for one of the top clubs in the world. And still he has suffered from long COVID. And a lot of Premier League players in England and a lot of like athletes in general have really been struggling more than you think with long COVID. And it's weird, because like you'd think that they are some of the fittest, most easily to deal with COVID people in the world, you'd think, but in reality it's completely random, I'd say. Like obviously it helps being younger, and it helps being fitter, I guess, and not having underlying health conditions is always a bonus, but ultimately like it's very hard to know how it's going to affect you, and I have been surprised, that is for sure. Yeah, I'm sweating. I'll tell you what, sweating is this I don't look very good, do I? I'm just looking at myself. Oh wow, brilliant scenes. So yeah, that is gonna do it for this vid. I don't really know what this has been. I just didn't really feel, I feel pretty terrible and I'm absolutely knackered, but I wanted to let you guys know, so I've just sat down and made this quick vid. I'm gonna document, I think, daily. If I make daily videos, I'm really hoping that I'll feel a bit better after today or something. How I'm feeling day to day, just like educational, letting you guys know. And also it's an interesting thing to look back on, isn't it? Say in 20 years I look back on this vid and I say, oh, I remember that worldwide horrible pandemic, probably the most horrible thing to ever happen in my life. And also, I'm now inside for 10 days straight. So honestly, if I do start to feel better, I'll probably be doing like lots of live streaming, playing games and stuff. Maybe some live Reddit stuff on my YouTube, that sort of stuff. So you can look forward to that. I'm just hoping that I don't feel worse after today, because I'm not sure. I mean, the last 24 hours has been pretty mad. So yeah, hope you kind of learned something and learned not to do what I did and keep taking COVID extremely seriously. Like, you're all more sensible than me, I know that. We were just high on adrenaline, man, and for some reason we decided to go to the stadium where there were thousands of people without masks. Not a good idea. It's weird, like, even, I don't know, how many months has it been? 16 months, 15 months after we were sent into lockdown in the UK, it's still very prevalent. So yeah, if there's anything to take from this video, it's don't be as stupid as me. Even if you're young, you can still get seriously affected with symptoms, and I will keep you all updated. Don't be stupid. In a bit, guys.